Okay, I think I'm live, so hang on a second. Let me just share this on my Twitter and then we'll get started with the stream. Okay. Let's see, is anyone here yet? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Doesn't seem like anyone's here yet, but what I'm going to be doing in this stream, I'm basically just gonna clean all this up because I'm sort of bored, I guess. But then I'm also later gonna be talking. After I do this, I'm gonna be talking about some of the characters that people can voice for in A Hero's Quest and House Adventures. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that. So I'm just gonna start off by cleaning up everything because I was mocking earlier. So yeah, thought I'd do this. Originally, I was planning to build something, but it didn't arrive at my house in time, so now I'm doing this instead. So, yeah. But, yeah, still doesn't look like anyone's here. But yeah, I'm gonna be organizing some of these pieces and also deconstructing the Breeze clean machine because I did the review for that and I don't really want to keep it built, so yeah, gonna deconstruct that for parts. So yeah, so this bag is full of a bunch of smaller Technic beams slash I guess thinner ones. So yep, that's what this one is. And there's a bunch of other stuff. So I was actually trying to build 3 different mocks. One of them is really close to completion. I just need to order some more parts that are just in, like, I pretty much completed the mock, but they're like all the wrong colors. And I just need to order parts that are the right color, and it should hopefully be done. And then I also need to order a mask, a certain mask that I don't have. So yeah. Alright, just gonna separate the axles from this. Got some more over here. So yeah, still doesn't look like anyone else is here yet. So just gonna keep continuing to organize. Got some gears, more axles. Okay. Okay, so yeah, once I'm done organizing everything, I'll talk about some of the characters people can voice in Hero's Quest, and once I've done that, I guess I'll end the stream. But yeah, the reason I'm going to be talking about them in this live stream, mainly because I don't really feel like talking about each of the characters and like their character in the casting call video. And by the way, this is not that. This is not the casting call video. That will be a different video. Oh, looks like we got someone. Hello, Joshu Daniel Barrios Alvarez. Hello, welcome to the stream. Just organizing some pieces, and then after, I'm also going to deconstruct that for parts, and then after I'll be talking about some characters that people can voice act for in Hero's Quest and House Adventures. So, yep. This bag is complete. Just put that there. But, yeah. I think that's everything for this bag, so I'll put this as well. And, okay. That's, oh, no, put these in here as well. Okay, so organizing these shouldn't take too long, although I do have to deconstruct that and organize those pieces. So there is that. But, so yeah, you know what? I'm just going to put these off to the side right now and start deconstructing this set. So, I'm going to go ahead and I guess start with the jumper. And, oh, looks like we got someone else. Oh, Tyrannical. Hello. Hey man, you're still going to guest on the podcast, right? Definitely, I would love to. Just let me know when, because I don't know if I really have any other way to contact you at the moment. But, yeah. So yeah, these go in CCBS. This is just going to go into Technic. I'm gonna start deconstructing this now. So I'm deconstructing this. I've already made the review for it. I don't really plan on keeping this around. So I'm just gonna deconstruct it for pieces. Not gonna go over my thoughts on the set because I'm going to do that in the review. And also, sorry if you guys were expecting the Hero Factory review for the Volk drill machine last Wednesday. I was having some problems with syncing the clips into the cloud, and it apparently it was just taking a long time, and I wasn't able to sync up in time for me to upload the video. So the review for that set should be out next, I think, this Wednesday actually. So yeah, so I guess be prepared for that. But I made the review for the previous filling machine in advance just so that wouldn't exactly happen again. And now the only Hero Factory review I have left to do is the what's called the Queen Beast sets. The Queen Beast versus Evo, Femoral, and Stormer. So just gotta review that set, and then I will have reviewed every single one of my Hero Factory sets. So yeah. Okay, well, I gotta go. Just wanted to make sure you were still on board. Okay, goodbye, Tyrannical. Thanks for being here for the how long is this? I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 minutes you're here, but thank you for joining in. Okay, so but I am gonna keep the Breeze minifigure intact. I think out of all the Invasion from Below sets I think I have the complete collection of the minifigures. So just I'm displaying them, I think. So yeah, gonna display them all. It's gonna look really nice, I guess. But yeah, these go CCBS. These go in the Technic bin. So yeah. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this string piece. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. So I'm most likely gonna put it in the Technic bin, but not exactly sure where. So yeah, let me just take that off first. But yeah, I'm just gonna put all the Technic pieces over here right now. Alright, so I can pull that out. I'm just gonna put the string over there for it now. Breeze, let me take the axle out of there first. Okay, so those will go with the other Technic pieces. And with that, CCBS piece. And I think I'm gonna keep the zip line with Breeze as well as the gun. So, yep, those will be there. And just organize the rest of those. Those pins there. And those ones there. And okay, this shouldn't take too much longer, and then soon I'll be able to talk about the characters that people can voice act for. So, okay. Well, these are actually nice pieces. I'm gonna need these to use these for a mock I'm working on, so glad to have some of these, because I have these in, like, I think flat silver, and I need them in this dark pearl gray silver instead. So now I have them in that color. Got 3 of them, which is actually perfect because I only have one spare one, so now I have 4, so it's an even number. It's pretty great. Good piece and good minifigure, yep. Okay. And the set is completely deconstructed, so now I have to organize everything. So those I just put in the CCBS bin, but the Technic pieces I have to organize. So some gears there. These Warlock guys are gonna go with, just put them there for now. These will go with the small Technic beams. Those are in its own little category. This just goes in the bin. It doesn't really, go in a bag at all. Same with that. You just go with the larger Technic beams. And we got some axles, so I'll just group those together. Lots of axles. red and gray, and black, no. Let's see, this red piece, that'll go with the Borak eyes. Yep. These pieces, these will go in the small system, bag of system pieces. These, I forgot where I put these, like Hinja, oh no, I put them with the Borak eyes and bushings. So, there's that. And, these will go over here. Those are its own category. Those usually, I think, go with Baraki eyes or teeth? No, they go with, I think, they go with something else. I forgot what. But, okay, these, those go with, okay, that one. Okay, making progress. Almost done here. Okay, there's no other pin axle hybrids. That is the only one. And that there, and this, wait, where did this go? I think this, let me just check really quick. I think this goes with the small tech, no it doesn't. I think it goes with these ones, so yeah. And this one is its own category. And that's that, so now I have to put them in the bag, so we get these pieces here. Okay. And that's it for that one. Pieces in here. The axles. We just get those off the table. These go with the small Technic beams. And the reason I don't really group the smaller ones with the larger ones, it's just so that it's easier to find them, because I have quite a lot of larger ones. Here's my bag of large Technic beam pieces, and every time I end up using a lot of small ones, and so it's just easier to find them when all the small ones are in one place, and I don't have to search through a bag of huge ones that just take up a lot of space. So yep, separated them. And a lot of these bags I'm using are actually from Bricklink orders, so if you ever make Bricklink orders, some of the bags can actually be reused, so yep. Just a little, I guess, organization tip. So yep, there's that. And alright. Then there's these weird type of pieces. I put like these pieces. These are sort of like the weird Technic beam pieces, I like to call them, because they're just oddly shaped. They're in shapes you'd never really expect them to be in, I guess. A lot of them are pretty useful though. Use them a lot. This is its own piece. This goes in this one. Oh, and that reminds me, I think I accidentally, whoops. Okay, so I think I put one of the pieces in the wrong bag. That is not good. Oh, I found it. There it is. It's that piece. That goes in there. And then we've got my bag of Technic pins. That's a lot. I know. And just put those in there. Yeah, for one of my Bricklink orders, I think I ordered like 100 of the regular, just black Technic pins, and so I shouldn't run out of those anytime soon. If I do, then I wouldn't even know what to say, because, yeah, won't ever have to worry about running out of those, though, I'm pretty sure. Then we have my bag of different types of gears, so there's that. There's even this one from like Borak next. I think I got that. Those are Bricklink. And then I have this large one, which was from a system set, I think. And then we have one of these hybrid pieces. So yeah, these are just where all those go. So like these pieces and these pieces, which are super useful. Both the ones with the 2 long pin, 1 long axle, and the 2 long axle, 1 long pin. It's like this piece, and yeah, these pieces are super useful. Use them a lot. I suppose this has also sort of become like maybe like a Technic piece stream, I guess, talking about some cool pieces and I guess organization tips. That's sort of what it's become. Okay, and then I have a bunch of small little bags with different types of little accessory pieces. This bag's full of older style pieces. So, let me see. These are like a bunch of lightsaber rods. It's just, honestly, when I look, every time I look at that, it just looks so satisfying. I got a lot of these green ones, those trans green ones or whatever, and a lot of the Invasion from Below sets, because there was like 4 in the bulk drill machine, which I did deconstruct that set, so yeah. And then there's also, I think some in the rocket crawler. Okay, actually I haven't deconstructed the rocket crawler, I don't think. No, I have deconstructed that set, fortunately. Okay, these flick fire missiles go in this bag, these are just sort of little system accessories like chainsaws, vines, crowbars apparently, so yeah, and an antenna and stuff, a saw, yeah, because I'd use that on the construction. I don't know, just a bunch of different stuff. That saw I think was actually from the Evo Walker set. Okay, and then I have this really cramped bag of system pieces and some of the minifigures. There's some deconstructed Hero Factory minifigures in here. Those deconstructed minifigures are just duplicates, because I've gotten quite a number of the Invasion from Below sets, and some of them come with figures that are included in other sets, so I deconstructed those. So I think only Evo and Volk were in there. But yeah, I think that's, oh wait, then there's these Exoforce robot hands. Those just go in there with some of the older pistol pieces and these T-shaped bars, which are super useful, especially for like hands and such. Honestly, a lot of these pieces are useful for finger articulation and everything, so yep. And I think that's it. Then these just go in the Technic bin, not in any particular bag. And then I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I think I'm just gonna end up, actually let me see if I can like roll it up. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably butt it maybe with the gears, I don't know, I'll have to see. But yeah, just roll up the string and I'll end up butting it away. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an axle and just stick it through it so it holds the string in place. So I'll get like 2 long axle here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the string through the axle hole. It'll go in like that. And I'll put the axle through there so it stays. Actually it has lots of ways to get out, but oh well. No, actually I'm gonna see if I can get it in the other part there. That's close enough. That'll do. I'll just put that in the Technic bin. And now what I have to do is close up the bags and put those CCBS pieces in the CCBS bin or drawer. And everything should be organized. Okay. Just gonna take out all of these bags so I can organize everything better. Okay. Start with the larger bags. And move my way up to the smaller ones. There. Okay. Oh, hello, Andrew Peterson / Dare Knox. I'm sorry for butchering all these names. But hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just organizing some pieces here. I'm pretty much almost done, so then I'm going to talk about some of the characters people can voice act for in Heroes Quest and House Adventures. So there's that. So yeah, once I finish organizing, I'll be talking a lot about that. Just wanted to do this, so just so everything is, I guess, more organized, so I can talk about. I actually have all of the characters over there that people can voice out for, so I'll have to move the camera to over there. Can you do a good Thanos impression? Okay, I don't know if I can do. I could do one. I don't think I can do a good one though, but I'll try. So let me think of a line. Let me think. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be, or something like that. I don't know. Was that good enough? Oh, hello, Crexa Productions. Hello, nice to see you. Let me try another Thanos impression. I don't know if that one was that good. Let me think of another line. I don't know. The perfectly balanced one was the only one I could think of. Trying to think of another line. When I'm done, half of humanity will still be alive. I don't know. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I don't know if I can really do any more. Okay, but now that pretty much all the pieces are organized, let me just... Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and move some of these into the CCBS drawer. Hang on. What program do you use for voices? I like to use Audacity. It's free, and you can do a lot with it. So, yeah, Audacity is what I use. But I do have a mic for that, so audio quality is better. But yeah, okay. And now I can move this drawer back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, and I'll take the minifigure there. Alrighty, so now that that's done, I can talk about some of the characters people can voice act for. So I'm gonna have to move the camera. I'm gonna move my computer over here. This might get pretty trippy. I don't know. Hang on, I actually want to test this. Let's see if this will do anything. Actually, really curious. It's gonna be a never-ending cycle. Sort of. Oh, it's not as cool as it. I think I tried it. I tried this once. It's not as cool as last time, I think. Okay, I'm going to move the camera over here to all of the characters. So let's see. Put this thing down. Alrighty. So gonna move the lamp also. Alrighty. Let's see, just position the tripod a little better. And here are all of the characters. It's a lot, so yeah. Let me try to move these ones out of the way. So yeah, here are all of the characters that people can voice act for. Geez, now my computer's sort of far away. Let me move this lamp over here. And move my computer closer so I can see it. And, oops. And my battery is running low. That's just great. So I have to finish this stream hopefully quickly. Or I can mute it and get my charger, which actually I'm going to do that. So we're going to take a short break here. So while I go get my charger for my computer so I can keep listening to the comments and stuff. Yeah, so I'll be right back to talk about all of these characters. Let me just figure out how to mute myself. Okay, be right back. Okay, and we're back. Okay, I hope I'm not muted. Okay, hang on. This charger is not working. Okay, it's plugged in. Alrighty, so here are all of the characters that people can voice act for, and these are just a mix of characters from House Adventures and A Hero's Quest. So those are two different series. They take place in the same universe, though. House Adventures is a side series, sort of a filler series that sort of leads up to A Hero's Quest. It's just sort of to fill in gaps and just tell what life is like for just some of the sets that live their normal lives in the room. So we'll start off, I guess, with the cameo characters, as I like to call them. They're the characters that play least important roles. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with House Adventures characters. So, and some characters from House Adventures actually do appear in Hero's Quest, but starting with House Adventures. So I'm gonna take Kopaka, Master here, as well as Metis. So these two characters are appear in House Adventures, not really A Hero's Quest, so just House Adventures, but they are sort of prominent characters in one of the episodes, or I guess videos. So Metis here is sort of a main character in one of them. These guys are actually going to be in a House Adventures Christmas special, which I am currently writing, and so far I think it's pretty funny. But yeah, you got Metis. He's going to be a main character alongside Eerie, but I'm going to be voicing Eerie. So if someone else wants to voice Metis, you should, I don't know, practice for that. He doesn't exactly have any specific character. He's just sort of, he's just sort of there. So if, I guess just do any type of voice if you would want for him. But then Kopaka is sort of the, so it's going to be like a group of ice sets, and Kopaka is sort of the, I guess, quote unquote, leader or whatever of the group. And so he's sort of, I don't know, he sort of bashes on some of the members for like being really dumb and all that. So like some other members would include like Korok, the Bow Rock, and he's really dumb. And yeah, Kopaka sort of bashes on him a lot. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, Kopaka and Metis, they won't really appear in any other episodes besides the House Adventures Christmas special. But I think it's going to be a pretty fun little episode or whatever. So yeah, Kopaka and Metis. And this is sort of the reason why I didn't want to, I guess, talk about the characters in the casting call video, because it would take way too long. But so yeah, this isn't the casting call video. I'm just talking about the different characters, the character of the characters in here, so you can get an idea of what voice you would want to do for these guys. Then we have Tahu here. He's he's just going to be in a cameo episode. Or not, he's a cameo character. He appears in a House Adventures episode. And he doesn't exactly he has a very minor role. He only gets maybe like 2 or 3 lines or something. So yeah, but there's that. It's Tahu Nuva. Trying to look for other characters that are in House Adventures. So I think those are the House Adventure only characters. So I guess we'll go ahead and leak into some of the House Adventures / Heroes Quest ones. So we've got Tahu Master. So he appears both in House Adventures and A Hero's Quest. He plays a very, very minor role in both. He's just sort of a cameo character. He does appear at the end of one of the episodes of House Adventures, but he's also makes a little cameo in one of I believe the first episode of A Hero's Quest. So he's there, but his character is, I don't know, you can do whatever you want with him. You can make him like silly or something, but just make him sound like Tahu. So make him have like a harsh, maybe sort of a harsh voice, I guess. But he can be silly, I guess, if you want. So there's Tahu. Then let's see, who else would be? Then we got Strack. So Strack appears in one episode of House Adventures, and he's like sort of a secondary character in one of the episodes of House Adventures, and he's pretty much a cameo character in A Hero's Quest. So he's sort of I don't want to really spoil too much, but basically there's these like Glatorian games that go on in the room, and so like a lot of the sets watch Glatorian fight for entertainment because it's fun. because a lot of people after the War of Heroes want to watch more conflict stuff, so they do Glatorian arena battles, and so Strack is a pretty he wins a lot of the games, and so he can be a bit how do I say this? Prideful. I don't know about prideful. Rude. I don't know. He's a bit rude sometimes. I don't know the word for it, but Strack is I can't think of the word for it. Let me try to think of it really quick. I guess boastful. He's very, I guess, boastful of his winnings. Because he's always like a very victorious person, or whatever. But yeah, that's Strack, I guess. He plays minor role in a Hero's Quest, a very minor role, and sort of a secondary character in House Adventures. Well, let's see, who else have we got? So, okay, the stars here are we got Vastus. So Vastus here, he's also going to be appearing in the same episode as Strack, except he appears in a Hero's Quest and House Adventures, and he actually does quite a lot. So he's sort of a main character in one of the episodes of House Adventures, and he also plays a very important role, or a pretty big role in one of the last episodes of A Hero's Quest. So, yeah. So that's Vastus. For his character, I'd say he's just I don't know, I'd imagine something similar to how he sounds in The Legend Reborn, I guess. He's sort of a Glatorian in training in House Adventures, but in A Hero's Quest, he's sort of more confident in his fighting abilities. But, yeah, that's Vastus there. Okay, I'm running out of space to put all these figures over here on the other side. And I think that's pretty much all of the characters that are both for A Hero's Quest and House Adventures. Now it's just A Hero's Quest characters. So we've got probably some that play... Well, we'll start with the ones that play a very minor role, and that is some of the beasts from Hero Factory. So we've got 3 beasts that could use voices, and they are pretty much all cameo characters. They don't appear very frequently. They're pretty much in only one episode, and they get very few lines. But you got Pyrox, you got Ogrum, and Bruiser. So I don't really have any general requirements. I mean, they're characters. I guess Bruiser here is he's made of rock. I don't know. I imagine him. He's sort of. Yeah, I would imagine he has a deep voice. He's a golem, I guess. He's sort of like a golem, not a golem or character, like a rock dude or something. So he would probably have like a deep voice or something, and he'd be sort of dumb. So yeah, Ogrum, you can pretty much make him sound like however you want, pretty much. If you want to make him sound like Shrek, I mean, go ahead. But I don't really have any requirements for him. And then Pyrox is, I don't know, do whatever you want for Pyrox. A lot of these guys, don't make them sound, I guess, too silly, but, I don't know, just do whatever you want for these guys, I guess, for Ogrum and Pyrox. And then Bruiser, make them sound strong but dumb, I guess. So I'll move those guys off to the side. And then we have the stars, Skrull and Gresh. So these two, they only appear in one episode, but they do play a major role to the plot of A Hero's Quest. So, I mean, basically, they're pretty much... okay, well, first of all, I think Skrull here is a very minor character. He doesn't have very many lines. These guys are mainly exposition characters, so but Gresh mainly does a lot of the talking, so if you can talk for extended periods of time, probably go with Gresh, because he is going to talk a bit in one of the episodes. So, yep. Gresh, make him sound like however you want. I don't really have any requirements. Maybe Skrull, make him sound... His voice could be, like, harsh. It doesn't have to be deep, but maybe just, like, harsh. Don't do it, like... I guess do whatever you want. Just make his voice sound harsh, I guess. And... just move those guys off to the side. I am running out of room to put all these guys. Try to make some more space. And then we've got sort of the more main characters here. So these guys are going to be main characters. So we've got some guys from the Alpha team and some of the villains here. So we'll start off with the villains. So we've got Thunder here. So I guess I would imagine, so make these guys, I guess, have a sort of robotic tone. So maybe if you want to add like a bit of an echo in their voice, then go ahead. So Thunder here is sort of, he's strong, but he's dumb. So similar to how he is in the Hero Factory TV show. He's strong but dumb. I guess also similar to Kreka, but yeah, that's Thunder. And I would imagine he'd have like a metallic voice or something. And then we've got Rotor. I don't really know what I'd imagine he'd sound like. I guess pretty much the only requirements I'd really have for him is, I guess, make his voice sound robotic and also just don't make his voice super silly. I guess a lot of the main characters won't have any like silly voices except maybe Voltic. So there's Voltic here. Oops. So yeah, we've got Voltic. So he's very energetic, I guess. I don't know, when I think of Voltic's character, I would think like maybe Ultraviolet from Ninjago. So he talks sort of fast, not too fast, but yeah, he's very energetic. And I don't know, if you can make the voice sound, again, metallic, robotic, and maybe a little bit electric or something, that would be great. So yeah, that is Voltic's. I guess he's pretty hyper and all that. And then now we have the main characters, pretty much. These are the characters that will appearing in pretty much every episode. So you've got Raka. So there's Raka. I don't really know what he would sound like, but I guess just do your own impressions. None of these guys, again, are going to really sound like super silly. Just, I don't know. Just do something for these guys. Don't have any really requirements besides that for Raka. Gonna just move him there because I'm running out of space. And then, whoops, we've got Surge. Now, Surge, he's got a bit. He's got quite a bit of character in Hero's Quest. So, he's sort of the person. He's pretty much the Tahu of the Alpha team. Sort of. He bashes on Furno's leadership a lot. He's not very fond of it. And he often like disobeys a lot of his orders. He always wants to do his own thing, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much Surge. But he does have a heart, and he does care about his team. But yeah, he always finds, I guess, Furno's methods of leadership and ordering a bit slow. He always likes to be ahead and in the action and all that. So that is Surge. And then we have Evo. He is the, I guess, sort of engineer / mechanic of the team. So I'd imagine he wouldn't exactly have, he's not very expressive. So he has a very sort of monotone voice, I would imagine. So he's just not monotone, but he's just not very expressive. He's not super loud or anything. He does, but yeah, so Evo, he's the engineer. He's not super expressive, but he does get his own little character arc with Raka in one of the episodes. So yeah, that is Evo. Then we have Volk. I'm not exactly sure how I would want him to sound. Maybe just he would have maybe sort of a deeper voice than most of the characters. But yeah, I mean, he's Volk. He's got a shield that he throws a lot, like Captain America. He's got his drill thing, which sort of sucks. And, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to his character. He doesn't get a whole lot of, I guess, character arc or anything as much as some of the other characters on his team. But, yeah, he is just sort of there to aid Furno with his leadership alongside with Nex and all that, I guess. And then we've got Stringer. So, Stringer here. He's sort of the jokester of the team. He makes a lot of jokes. Sometimes he takes his jokes a little bit too far, and sometimes they can just be a bit rude sometimes. But, I mean, for him, don't make him sound like he does in the TV show. Just, that's really all I can say. don't make his voice annoying. I mean, he is like a jokester, but he's not like a super annoying one that has an annoying voice or anything. But yeah, that's Stringer. And last but not least, we've got Nex here, and this is, I think, the second, maybe third time I'm ever showing this mock of Nex. So yeah, I'm not going to really talk about the mock. I'll do that in a mock review someday. But Nex here, oops, okay, there's some hair there for some reason. But just pretty much all I would say is just make him sound like he does in the TV shows. So yeah, that's because that's sort of how I've been trying to voice him. I don't really want to voice him anymore. So if any of you guys want to voice him, maybe try to sound like he does in the TV show, sort of Australian or whatever. But yeah, so he has a friendly Australian voice or something, like in the TV show. Just if you watch that, you'll probably know how to voice him. But anyways, that is all of the characters, and there hasn't been a comment since I took the break. But yeah, again, this is not the casting call video. This is just a live stream talking about the character of all the different characters in House Adventures and Hero's Quest, if you want to voice them, and talking about how big of roles they'll be playing. I'm mainly making this because I don't want to put all of this in the casting call video, which I will make eventually, because that would just make it really long, and I don't want to make it super long. So I'm making this live stream, and I will reference it back to. I will make a reference to this live stream in the casting call video. So yeah, this is definitely. I would say if you are going to voice act in a Hero's Quest, definitely go back and watch this live stream for any characters you would want to voice act for. But yeah, hang on, I got another comment here. So, will you ever do a mock contest? By the way, would you ever be interested in a crossover of Phoenix and my characters when I'm well into my series? So first question, probably not, because I don't have very many mock. I don't really know why I would do a mock. I think the only reason I would maybe do a mock contest is like for other people's mocks to be featured in my series. I'm not exactly looking for that, and right now my universe is a bit of a complicated one right now. So I pretty much have an idea of what I want to do for the rest of like the entire universe M55, and I'll just say it gets pretty crazy near the end. But because right now there's some things that happen in the universe that don't exactly add up, and everything by the end will make sense, sort of. I guess I don't really want to spoil too much, because there's a lot of plot twists and stuff I have in mind right now about some of the characters and about the world as a whole in general that I don't really want to spoil yet, because yeah, a lot of that stuff will be revealed in the Phoenix movie that'll be coming out hopefully next year. But yeah, how long has this live stream been going on? About 44 minutes now. So, but yeah, so to answer your question, Andrew Peterson, probably not, because I don't know, it's just my universe is sort of complicated right now. It doesn't exactly, crossovers wouldn't exactly work, but maybe if, I don't know, I could maybe try to work. I don't exactly know how it would work. It's all I can say is it's pretty complicated right now. I have complicated plans for it, and I would love to, but yeah, my universe is just a little bit weird and complicated for right now, at least of how it works. So I don't know, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to this live stream. My phone is on 15%. Now I should probably end it soon. Will you ever start a new universe? Probably not. I'm gonna stay in the same one. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil too much. It's sort of complicated. My universe right now, it's sort of tied to, I don't know. It's really difficult to explain, but once all of these series and movies and stuff come out, everything should hopefully make sense, I guess. Oh, hello, D-Man and the Masters of the Legoverse. How is the Lego Minecraft world coming along? Well, I pretty much haven't exactly worked on it at all lately. I plan to maybe put the Skull Arena set in the in the world sometime. Haven't exactly got around to it though. But yeah, just update video for that will come out whenever I make more progress. But anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna leave the live stream off. Actually, quick, I'm just gonna go ahead and put all these. Whoops, keep knocking the tripod a little bit. Just gonna put all these characters back. So next, Stringer, Surge, Evo, Raka, Volk. Okay, and then villains. Got Rotor. It's Rotor. It's Rotor. And then we got Thunder. Where's Voltix? Here is Voltix. There we go. Then I'm gonna put them over here. So I got Bruiser. There's Bruiser. Ogrim. Pyrox. I'm gonna put him there. He fell over. So I guess this is just sort of going over all the characters again. And who have we got next? I think Tahu? Put Tahu there. Tahu Master. Then Tahu Nuva. Then, oops, we got Vastus. And Strack. And then Kopaka, Master, Gresh Star, and then Scrawl Star, and last but not least, Metis. So those are all of the characters that people will be able to voice act for. So I'm going to be referencing this live stream in the casting call video. And once again, this is not the casting call video. This is just the sort of live stream that talks about the character of all of these different characters and how you could maybe voice act for these guys. But anyways, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off for this live stream. So thank you to those of you who joined this live stream and watched me organize Lego pieces, Technic pieces, and watched me talk about all of these different characters and what they should sound like for Heroes Quest and House Adventures. And hello Renzo Mox. Oh, that's a new profile pic. That's cool. Looks great. Can't wait to audition. Yes. So once again, this isn't the casting call video, but this is just sort of the live stream that's going to be talks about all of these different characters, and I will reference this live stream in the casting call video if you are interested in voicing any of these characters. I've probably said that like 7 times already this live stream, but I just want to make it clear. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here. So once again, thank you guys for joining this live stream and watching me, or I've said this already, but thank you guys for joining the live stream, watching me disassemble a set, organize Technic pieces and such, and watch me talk about Lego figures for almost half an hour. So yeah, thank you guys for joining this live stream, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.